Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a tag video and it's going to be the my first tag that's going around. I have them on my phone, so let's just get straight into it. The first question is, first thing you did this morning. I woke up and I went to the bathroom. Shocker. First YouTube video that I ever watched, I would say, I think it was a Mitchell Davis video. Oh, yes, it was a Mitchell Davis video, and it was the Double Dare one. First person you subscribed to on YouTube. I'd probably say it was either Live Lava Live or, oh my god, what is her name? Blair. Juicy Star 07, I think. Maybe, I don't know. First tweet. It was probably something along the lines of, yay, I finally got a Twitter. Woo, I don't know. First crush, my first crush, like real person wise, like not a celebrity, would be, you guys have heard me talk about him in my videos before. His name is Grady. I grew up with him, blah, blah, blah. He's still hot today. Y'all know what the deal is. First best friend, and do you still talk? My first best friend, name was Kayla. And we went to the same daycare together when I lived, not where I live now. And no, we are not still friends, and we do not talk. We just kind of drifted apart, and we were really young when we both moved. So there was like, and when I was younger, it was you either wrote them a letter or you just didn't talk. So that's sad, but you know, shit happens. The theme of your first room. It had like bears, like I remember the trim. First camp, and the first camp that I went to wasn't like a summer camp or anything. It was actually for school, and I think it was in the 4th grade. Was it the 4th grade that we went? I don't know, but we went to I don't even remember the name of the camp, but I just know that it was either in New Hampshire or Maine. I can't remember. And, no, it was in New Hampshire. And, God, I can't remember the freaking name. Camp. First sport you were involved with. I was never on a sports team in school because my parents were super protective of me and didn't want me to do any of the sports that I wanted to do. I actually wanted to be a cheerleader, but my parents said no. So the closest that I ever got to being a cheerleader was in high school. In my high school, you had to have a community service requirement. Like, you have to have so many hours, and it was freaking ridiculous the amount of hours we had to have. But I coached cheerleading. So, yeah, buddy. But yeah, I guess the first sport that I was involved in was an after-school intramural, and that was volleyball. And I absolutely love volleyball. I tried to get a volleyball team going at my school, but no teacher wanted to be our advisor, and we didn't have funding, so... first time on stage. My very first time on stage, like doing a play, was in... I want to say I was in 3rd grade, and it was for my Girl Scout group. Not group, but my Girl Scout. It's not a tribe. We're fucking on Survivor. No, my Girl Scouts, my homegirls, making the world better, one patch at a time. First fancy event/event you had to dress up for. A wedding when I was like 2 or 3. I think I was a flower girl. Or I just went. I don't know. No. My sister was a flower girl and I just went, but I dressed in a very pretty little dress for a 2 or 3-year-old. First Halloween costume, I was a devil. That explains a lot about me now. My first Halloween costume was a devil, and look what I grew up to be. First person to text you today. I texted someone first, but the first person to text me today was my friend Tim, and he's pretty much awesome sauce, so I need to stop touching my hair. First grade teacher, was, my first grade teacher was Mrs. DeLuca, and she was thebomb.com, and I loved her, and I had her for first grade and second grade. First ride on an airplane has not happened yet. I'm terrified of airplanes. I don't plan on ever getting in one, and if I do, then I will probably be heavily medicated or super drunk off my ass. First foreign country, haven't been to one yet. Unless you consider Utah a foreign country, then nothing. First sleepover was at my friend Jocelyn's house in, I don't even know what grade I was in, maybe second grade. First concert, and my first concert was Cher's farewell tour, and I went with my dad and a bunch of my uncles. First movie you remember seeing? The first movie that I saw in the movie theater was Toy Story, the first one, and I went with my parents, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin Brian, and it was really fun. So I guess the first grown-up show that I was allowed to watch was actually a network, and that was MTV. First broken bone, and that would be my right wrist, and I broke it my junior year of high school. First piercing, and that would be my first holes in my ear, and they're right here, but I don't have any earrings in, ironically. First pet, my first pet was a dog. Her name was Mabel, and she was a Cocker Spaniel. First detention, my first detention was my freshman year of high school, and pretty much I thought I was a badass, and I spent most of my time my freshman year in detention. First bad grade would probably be like first grade, when the grading system was like a minus, a check plus, and then a check plus plus, and I got a minus on a paper, and it was really sad. First phone, my first phone that I had was a Virgin Mobile flip phone. And I thought I was so badass with it, but I was not. It was an okay phone. It was when you could buy the cards to go with it. So it was just stupid. First job. My first job was, if babysitting counts, then babysitting when I was like 11 or 12. Otherwise, I worked at a daycare. Actually, I've worked at multiple daycares, but my first daycare that I worked at was where my mom worked, and I worked there during the summers. Take that back. My absolute first big purchase was when I was, I don't know, like 10 or 11, maybe 12. I'm not quite sure the age I was, but definitely under like 14. And I bought myself a stereo system. Back in the day when everybody had like actual stereos that you put CDs and like cassette tapes into. Yeah, I'm old. First car. I've only had one car, and it's the one that I have now, and it's a 1995 or 1998 Mercury Mystique. Her name is Bertha. First text this morning. My first text this morning said, morning, ... It's the first thing you do when you get home. It really varies, but normally the first thing I do when I get home is take off my shoes. And that is it. So if you would like to do this tag and leave it as a video response to me, I would love to see it. I will put all the questions in the down bar if you are going to do this tag, or if you don't do videos, then you can just answer the questions in the comments below, and I would love to take a look at them. So I hope you guys have an awesome night and you enjoy this video. Thumbs up, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to see more. So again, I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good night. Bye.